My boss looked at me one day and said, "Your daughter is weird." And in that moment, it stung. Okay, I'll push you higher. It stung a lot because I was like, "What she mean? My daughter's weird." Of course, she didn't mean it as an insult. She was just noticing something different about my daughter, and she has experience working with kids for over 30 years. Um, so over the next few weeks, it really sat with me. I wasn't intentionally thinking about it, but it was going on inside, like, And it just started to make me think about the things that I do with my daughter, the way that I talk with her, the way that I talked with my son when he was younger. And I just started to notice things. And I started to notice how intentional I had been with communication, and that comes across as weird to some people, which is okay. Um, so, like I said, there's definitely a pattern I've noticed. My son is now 23, he's a translator, and language has always been a big thing for me, not just language, communication in general. And so I've always talked to him just regularly. So, like when he was a baby, I talked to him about what we were doing, narrated everything, just like I do with my daughter. He's an avid reader to this day. He will read a book in a day or two, and he's just an avid reader, like I was. Same with my daughter. And so I said all that to say that the comment my boss made just made me reflect on what I had been doing. And what I did not realize was that I had unintentionally recorded so many moments of the things that I do with my daughter, which is the content you see on my channel. I did not set out to start a YouTube channel or to document what I was doing with my daughter. This was just me being a mom, recording things I thought were cute. And it just so happens that it's interesting. I meet people all the time who, I'm pushing you higher, baby. I'm pushing you a little bit higher. Okay, there we go. Um, I meet people all the time who say that, oh, she's so articulate. Oh, and she thinks for herself. And yeah, it's been that way since she started talking at 1 year old. And we live in Cambodia. Right now we're in Vietnam, but it's the same everywhere we go. People ask her how old she is, and she's like 2, and they're like, what? Yeah. Um, so there's something to it that I know. It's interesting, and I feel like I'll go ahead and share what I've been doing. I'm not a perfect parent by any means. My son will tell you that. Um, I do the best that I can and go from there. Like I said, my son's a translator, so the communication with him did something. My daughter's 2. And whew, when I tell you, sometimes I wonder, like maybe I shouldn't be doing all the things I'm doing because she is giving me a run for my money. Her little brain. And I'm like, I'm too old for this girl. My brain not as sharp as it used to be. But I wouldn't change a thing. So yeah, so homegrown thinking is just that. What happens naturally to a child's thought processes and communication skills. Just living everyday life at home and having intentional conversations, intentional parenting. Um, yeah, and it's just me paying attention. So if we're having a conversation and she's leaning into a specific word, then I expand on that word. Or I'll give her multiple examples of it in context. Like there's just little things that I do that I didn't know that I was doing that anyone can do. You just really have to pay attention and know what to look for, really, not even pay attention. And be willing to take those extra few minutes to expand on things and to explain things. I have to be extremely intentional because my mom, I'm not bashing my mom. I love my mom. She did a great job. She did the best she could with what she knew. But she was definitely of the era of do as I say, not as I do, and because I said so. So I have to be extremely intentional about not doing that. And I think I do a pretty good job of that to the point where I feel like I over explain sometimes. But yeah, I'm just doing things a little bit differently and seeing the difference. Like her confidence is through the roof. Her morals and values are noticeable. She definitely thinks for herself. She knows right from wrong, for the most part. Yeah, it's just been an interesting journey to see and to watch unfold, and especially to be able to go back through all of the videos and all of the pictures I have of her and my son, and to see like, oh, well, I was doing that. I didn't even realize I was doing that, and this is the effect that that had, and that is the effect that this had, and it's just very interesting. And I will say, I wish there was someone out there when my son was younger who broke it down for me, because there was some days I was like, what am I doing over here? Is this right? Is this working? But of course, that's all parenting is anyway. Um, we do the best that we can with what we have. And again, homegrown thinking is just that, allowing a child's thoughts to grow at home. Implanting what you want to be implanted. Just a quick example. We went to visit a friend, and the friend took her right next door to the ice cream shop. And I was a little annoyed because she didn't ask me. She just, oh, come on, let's go. And they went ahead. And I didn't say anything in the moment. And then they came back and she said, oh, she said, no, no ice cream. And I was like, whew, because she knows she's lactose intolerant. So she knows mommy gives her ice cream sparingly sometimes, but she can't have it all the time because her poop gets soft and her stomach hurts. So the fact that she was able to say no to the ice cream, I was just like, oh. So it's just little things like that that I notice, that are a direct result of me being intentional with what I say to her, how I say things to her, how I explain things to her. And yes, so welcome to my channel, welcome to my life. Excuse the sweat. We are at the park in Vietnam, and it's hot. Fortunately, the sun is not beaming down on me, but it's still hot nonetheless, but it's okay. It's okay. She's been in this swing for about 30 minutes, and I see no end in sight. But again, this is her happy place, so it is what it is. She's not running around driving me crazy. So I'll get my little arm workout. Let's switch arms. So yes, welcome. I hope you enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you soon.